Um, Thank you for this opportunity to show you our results. So TartaLife, as you can see from the picture, is mainly focused on the reduction of sea turtle mortality in the professional fishing. And so some actions are really similar to what you did in NetCet. That's why we have a networking to share data and information. So first of all, what are the main problems we had at the beginning of the project? First of all is to define the baseline. It's a common problem around the world because we have to define if there is a bycatch, yes, of course, where and when. And now with the information collect a more clear situation of the problem. And one of the problems is database availability because we found that several information, we have several information, but sometimes they are spread in several different sources of information, and that is difficult to merge all together. And the second problem is to identify which kind of measure we can apply to our fishing setup, because not all the, let's say, bycatch reducer devices are useful everywhere. And finally, one of the problems is the public perception of fishers, because I don't know if that's why. The common idea of the common public perception of fishermen is that fishermen is a killer of turtles. And now we are starting to change this approach, mainly to give responsibility also to fishermen, because if we don't change this approach, probably we don't have any results. And just to come back, okay. So first of all, we tried from literature to identify what are the hot spots in the Adriatic Sea, mainly, and this is just an approach that we can use in the future by using the satellite data provided by the NetCet, for instance, because here we cross the information from really old data on satellite tracks from turtle with the data of fishing effort, in this case bottom troll. And in this way we identified some hotspot area for the interaction between turtles and bottom trolling activities in different seasons. This is mainly because we would like to concentrate our activities in area and periods where there is a problem. If there is not a problem, we cannot do nothing, I mean. And okay, compared to the NetCet, we concentrate to share information, to share scientific knowledge, and so on. And this is another step because we had a more practical approach to change the gears or the activities and so on. In this case, one of the first actions is to use circular hooks instead of J-hooks. We know the story of circular instead of J-hooks. And in this case, we are going the circular hooks in 250 long lines, 250 vessels, and that's a huge effort. And we started 2 weeks ago. Then it's a quite new activity, and that's the problem. The J-hooks is really easily swallowed by the turtles, while the circle hooks is not. And this is just to show you some results that we get in the Sicily Channel. And in just 2 holes, we had 3 turtles caught with the J hooks, long line, and just 1 in a circle hook. And the turtle was caught just in the mouth. The second action is to use turtle excluder devices in the bottom trolling. That is a grid like this one on the right, and this is a bottom trawler, and here is where we put the TED. And we tried several different types of TED because when you say, okay, we are going to test a TED in bottom trawling, it seems to be simple. But you have to consider differences between fisheries, between areas, between different issues. And that's why we try different types of material and shape. And finally, this is what we get last week. These are some preliminary results. As you can see, the main issue is that you have to propose something different for fishermen, but something that is not affecting the fishing activities. And in this case, you can see that you don't have any commercial loss, because in the upper part of this video, the net is completely open, and as you can see, the fish reach the code end, the final part of the net, without escaping the net. From this video, you can see that it's effective also with turtles. It's too long, but okay. As you can see here, we have also some transversal results also with other projects, because as you can see here, the TED is effective also to reduce the marine litter. And we identified also some area where we have a really big problem with marine litter, and most of marine litter that we found is produced by marine activities. I mean, it is not produced by land. So probably for the future, some ecological or material can be used for fishing gears. And concerning the commercial part, to be short here, we didn't find any significant difference between traditional net and net with the turtle excluder device. Okay. Yes, this is what we did with the commercial fishermen, and this is the amount of marine litter that we found in few hours. The third adaptation that we did is we are doing is with passive nets to reduce the entanglement and the interaction between passive nets and turtles. We are going to use UV LEDs that are devices to deter turtles from the net. And the second action is to use alternative gears to passive nets. Okay. So basically, we are starting to use visual deterrence, and it seems to work well, properly. We did some tests in Mana, and that is a really important closed areas where we can test our solutions. This is the problem, but to be short, also in this case, we didn't find any significant difference between net with lights and net in a traditional configuration. And that's just to show you some pictures of what we did with the passive net, alternative gears. We use collapsible pods like this. That is mainly because the main problem for fishermen using pods is the storage on board. And if you use a collapsible pods, you can use several hundreds of pods like this, and you can improve your efficiency. And pods cannot be a problem for turtles compared to passive nets. Another action is to train fishermen. Just to give you an example, just yesterday we recovered the last turtle from a fisherman, and in 10 seconds I saw what it is impossible to see. That is bringing the turtles from the fin, hitting the head because the turtle was too large for a box. So we have to train fishermen on what they have to do. I think it's one of the main issues that we have to tackle. But they are starting to work with us with TartaLife and also with NetCet. As another action that we did is to reinforce the rescue centers and to work with the tourists. That is the same that you did in NetCet, but information and awareness campaign is essential. And that's all.